Hello. Welcome. Looks like I've joined the cult of the mask. Do you know what I've joined today? It's so creepy. So creepy. I'm kidding, you guys. Today's video topic, I thought it'd be kind of cool. Talk about how Jim Carrey has always been right. He was right. They called him crazy, called him insane. But he's always been right, hasn't he? Hello, Em. How are you? Welcome. It's nice to have you back. How are you doing, girl? I want to show you my creepy mask. Oh. Sorry, I haven't been. No, you're good. I'm glad to have you on. Ooh, Mr. Jerry's happy to have you on too. What was I gonna say? Ooh, let me show you my creepy mask. Look, I've joined the cult of the red mask. Wonder what they do. Hello. Welcome, Cursey. Am I scary? I'm just joking. So, today I actually wanted to talk about, hi, Jerry. Yeah. I wanted to talk about, Jim Carrey, actually, because, he was right. It's crazy. It's crazy how for like the last decade, people called him insane and he would question reality. I was always a fan of him, of his comedy and stuff, but he's always been right about everything, about our reality, about how to bring things. Like, I have an inspirational video here, like you can hear it.
Insane belief. I think it's ultimately complete sanity. I believe we're creators, and I believe we create with every thought and every word. Every moment is pregnant with the next moment of your life. We all start out with a false belief about ourselves, with some untrue thing that we believe walking through our lives. I'm not worthy, I'm not lovable, I'm gonna fail. Whatever your basic mistaken belief about yourself is, you form a personality around it. You know, it's the grain of sand in the oyster, so I form characters that way. A lot of times I'll ask myself, what's the speck of sand?
Jim Carrey is preaching.
Okay, so, I didn't get, I thought that was the other clip, sorry, I think I sent myself the wrong one, but, point is, he's always talked about how our universe is not even real. Like, he literally, I think he wrote himself like $1 million check to bring that into his life, you know? I don't know. He's always like, he had this, I remember years ago, he had this funny moment in the red carpet. He was telling people, this is not real. This doesn't even matter. This is just an essence, you know? So he's always been right. And now people are waking up more, and they always called him crazy, but he was right. Let me catch up in the comments real quickly. Em says, hi, Jerry. Oh, creepy. Yes, I've joined the cult, the red mask. Have you ever seen this red mask before? That's the creepy question. Let me see if I can put it on Jerry for a little bit. There we go. It kind of fell. Let's see. Emmanuel Joseph says, lift and carry someone on your shoulder. At least attempt. What? Okay, Jerry. Hi, Kirbsy. Hi, Em. Oh, hi. Hello, Country Kirby. Are you about to purge? You know, I feel like there are like groups that wear masks like these that are very creepy. The purge never made sense to me. Like, the whole U.S. closes down and all of anything is like, what, like all crime is legal, but I don't know why people would default to like murdering each other. And then also, like, I would have just like bailed. I would have moved away from the US if that was the thing. So Bootga says hi, hello. You look ready, like you're ready for birds. Yeah, I guess so. What are them teeth? One says, I just want to say hi. How are you doing, girl? I'm doing good. Damn, lady. What are them? Birds is my favorite movie. Couldn't get over one of my favorite movies. Laugh out loud. I think I only saw the first one. It's been so long. I think there's more, right? Of The Purge, if I'm not wrong. Muhammad says, hi, aloha, peace upon you. Hi, bro, is a skeleton your only friend? No, I have quite a few friends, but this is Jerry, and he used to be alive. Let's see. Okay, no. What was I talking? Oh, yeah, I was talking about Jim Carrey. It's funny because he's always, like, he always has so many clips of him, just questioning our reality, you know, over the years. And they called him crazy, and he was always himself, like very goofy and funny. And he was right. None of this is real. This is just don't take life too seriously. This is just a fake reality, you know? Enjoy it. Be weird. Be yourself. Who cares what other people think? If you're living this life, make the most of it. It's your life. It's your, you know? Like, live the life that you want to live. Don't live for others, because you have this life, right? So make the most of it. Okay. So, Lisa says, I'm 27. What about you? I'm 501. Love the fangs. Thanks. What's up? I only bite Jerry. No, I'm good. Tina, one says there is and there was a series for a while too. Wait, there's a series? M says, I'm watching YouTube back on my TV too, and I'm watching you on my phone. Oh, that's awesome. M said, is Jerry's hair still intact? Because I see a little piece of hair. Yeah, he has one strand of hair. This poor man was balding, and now he has one hair left. Just one little hair. Yeah, I know. There's, you know, I never got why. I've never gone to someone's like YouTube or social media and just been me. And I never take it personally, because I just know it's an issue with them, not with me. That means they're working through things and they're projecting it on others. So like they feel bad about something in their life. So they want to feel better by lowering other people, right? And trying to make them feel bad so they can feel like, oh, there's other people in my group, right? There's other people who feel lonely. There's nothing wrong with feeling lonely, by the way, Tina. Like, we all have our ups and downs, and there's always a community out there for you too, you know? But I don't take things personally. When I was a kid, I was there. I went to, I don't know if I should say this, but I was sent as a child to a place where I was treated pretty badly at one point, like a school place, and it's just like not a normal place, and you know, at first I used to take things personally, but I don't care. I've learned that it's really an issue with them. You know, if people are mean to you, there's something wrong with their psyche, why they haven't worked through it. So I'm just like, okay, I hope you feel better. So let's see. Is Tina just, are these fans natural? I don't know. So Tina, it sounds like you have problems with your self-esteem and you're trying to project it on me, girl. I would never call you hideous. I actually don't think there's anybody that's ugly in this world, girl. I think everyone's beautiful in their own way. I don't like beauty standards because it doesn't celebrate all of our differences. We're all beautiful and we're all created in our uniqueness makes us beautiful, you know? So Tina, I hope you work on that and you feel better about yourself. So, are you from Transylvania? Wait, are Transylvania like I feel like that's where the vampires are, right? Transylvania? I'm not wrong. Give me one second. I know lots of my families in New Orleans. A lot of vamps hang out there. Transylvania. Okay. Central Europe. I feel like they're known. Yes, from Dracula. Dun dun dun. It says Vlad the Impaler and it features many castles, fortresses. That's so cool. It says stop being rude. You're so awesome. CT Elder says, let's go treat people how you want to be treated. Exactly. Treat people how you want to be treated. And words don't really, to be honest, like, I feel like to do social media, you have to have thicker skin. It doesn't bother me. I was bullied as a kid pretty badly. And I've come to realize that a lot of it is their self-esteem issues. Like, there's someone in my family that I always had, like a bigger chest. And there's a girl that would always, like, tell me how bad it was and all this stuff. And then she grew up and got breast implants. So, it mostly stems from jealousy, which is stupid, honestly. Okay, so, Gabe says, hi. I do have a life. Yeah, M has a life. M has the best life ever, right? You guys all do. M is awesome. Muhammad says, bro, let the haters. Yeah, I know. Yeah. M says, Paulina, is this girl chat? Tina is being mean. Yeah, I know. I'm just like, I know it's her insecurities. Ash says, hey, pretty lady. Hi. Bruce Wayne the Gray. Hello. Welcome. What else is Tina? Someone in the chat. Lisa says, hello. Vlad the Impaler from Transylvania. What is Vlad the Impaler's story? The thing is, I try to get like a different angle for the camera today so I can include Mr. Jerry here. But it caused a massive issue. The issue being that my laptop is over here and Googling is a little harder. Vlad the Impaler. I know his story. It's just like I kind of forgot it. Vlad the Impaler was the third prince of Wallachia, who despite his cruelty is considered a national hero in Romania for his strong defense against Ottoman Empire. He was known for his brutal methods, most famously impaling his enemies. Oh my god, so he was a real guy. That's insane. Okay. Bugata says, yes, Transylvania is where all the vampires supposedly are from. Hey, in Twilight, did they, what was I going to say? Did they, when they filmed Europe, was that Transylvania? Like, I know they filmed, like, some part of Europe trying to make it all spooky with the red robes. I was definitely a Twilight girl when I was growing up. Ash Scott says, I love teeth. I'm going to get mine done, but in rose gold. Ooh, that's cool. Muhammad says, Transylvania is a funny vampire movie. Is it? Ooh, tell me about it. Raging said, oh, I'm so sorry about that, Tina. I hope you work through that. I know that's a hard thing to go through. Anonymous says, hi. Lise Burry says, I lived in New Orleans twice with my aunt for short times. Lise, that's where all the vampires are. So many people have vampires like sightings and encounters in New Orleans, and it's usually the people that are tourists. They seem to attack tourists or go towards tourists, and not so much the locals. But did you ever sense anything spooky? I know there's a lot of psychics and witchy places there too. Amanda Jeffrey says, hi. Okay. Thank you. So Amanda says, "How is your day?" My day is awesome. I yesterday and today I've had a little bit of ups and downs, and that's okay. We kind of go through stuff, but for the most part, it's been pretty good. I'm trying to focus on the good, right? Because when you focus on the good, you bring more good. You have more things to appreciate, and there's always things to work on, right? And oh, also I have some tea that maybe has a little bit of blood in it. Bwahaha. This tea is from the called Magic Tea Shop or something like that, and it's supposed to help open your third eye. Woohoo! And I did a witch, not a witch tour, a ghost tour today, and it was awesome. I had so many people; they were psyched. They were like, "This is amazing!" Blah 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 blah, and they were telling me about their ghostly encounters, which is so cool. And they were so happy. They told me they were gonna leave me 5-star reviews. I was happy that they loved being on a ghost tour. Have you guys ever been on a ghost tour? Do you believe in spirits? Do you think they're real? If you've had any weird encounters, let us know in the comments below. Okay, so and says, "Yep, I agree. Everybody is beautiful in their own way." Yes, I agree with that too. I think uniqueness is very beautiful. That we're all different, you know. Tina says, "Bro, what is?" Well, my eyeshadow is very beautiful, Tina. I'm sorry that you broke up with your boyfriend. If just don't take it out on a random stranger, girl. And says, "I meant you." Yeah. Well, it says, "I wish I was Mr. Jerry." I'd be so Mr. Jerry. Well, Mr. Jerry is deceased. He is technically his bones are here, but his life force is no longer here. Amanda Jeffrey said, "Hello, I just joined. Welcome, Amanda." So in this channel, we just talk about all the weird stuff or whatever you want. It's a chatting channel. We all just chat together. I do ghost tours. We'll talk about weird conspiracies. I was starting this video out with the fact that I think people called Jim Carrey crazy for many years, and he's been right this whole time. Now that social media is a big thing, people are questioning our realities, and anything is possible. Just be the weird you that you are. Be yourself. Don't let anybody else tell you what to do in your life. If you want to be weird, if you want to do this or that, you have this life. Enjoy it. Make the most of it. You know, make the most of this life. Anonymous says, "Hey, I'm hi." Oh, that's so nice. I'm so happy you guys you guys are all friends. And hello, welcome to me. Oh yeah, thank you. Please like and subscribe. And hopefully not. Yes, if you like this content, like and subscribe. Thanks, Sam. So Lise Burry says, "So it's basically like Pennsylvania during hunting season." Pennsylvania during hunting is Pennsylvania full of vampires? I just don't know much of Pennsylvania. This is so random. And this is okay. M says, "Aw, thanks. I'm glad you like my eyeshadow." Ash Scott says, "Paris." And one says, "Hi. Paris is spooky. Have you ever seen As Above, So Below? So scary." No, I know the saying "as above, so below." And I know there's some exoteric reasonings too. I also believe like it has a lot of spiritual like meanings. One of the meanings, in my interpretation, is like as above, so like what you have inside is what you project, right? And then also there are, let me see what else. As above, so below. Okay. So I have not seen that Paris movie, by the way. It looks like it's a horror movie, but it does have a lot of meanings. And a lot of people, like, basically what's projected here is projected in the spirit realm. Let me see. It says, suggests a correspondence between different levels of reality, implying what occurs on a higher plane is mirrored on the lower plane. Dun, dun, dun. It is a statement of interconnectedness, meaning the so yeah, we could be in mirrored realities too, but I also think what you have inside is what you're creating on the outside too. So treat yourself with love, you know. Work on you know, enjoying your life and having joy and finding joy in your life too, and you'll attract more of that. Okay. Amanda Jeffrey says, lucky. No, what are you talking about? Ooh, wait, give me a second. Oh. No. This is so weird. YouTube gave me a recommendation to ask a question, but it was kind of inappropriate, so I'm going to change the question to something else that was kind of funny. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Ooh, I don't know how this works. This is different. This one, YouTube recommended it. Are you a cat person? Give me 1 second. I keep getting all these notifications. I think it's slowing down my internet. Can I put this on Do Not Disturb? Okay, Do Not Disturb. There we go. Okay, so, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Yeah. And my cats are right here. I feel like my cats protect me spiritually, too. Like, the layer between this and the next is thinning the closer we get to Halloween. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So, Noah says, can you open your third eye? Yes, we all can. You guys can too. You guys can look into the spiritual realm if you wanted to, if you're not too scared. I used to, as a kid, kids have their third eye completely open. They see everything. They see spirits and all of that. You're just kind of taught out of it. And I do ghost tours and stuff. I don't have my third eye fully open. I don't think I want to, though. I don't want to be seeing everything. I do want to work on my intuition, and I'm reading books on just kind of receiving messages through the universe, but I don't necessarily want to see everything like I did as a child. But through meditation, you can work on your like psychic powers. You guys all have that. That's another sense that society has taught you out of, but you guys have that too. And this tea has like herbs for that too, a little bit. What do you mean? What am I talking about? No, I don't have tea. I love tea. Tea's so nice. It's heartwarming. It makes me feel happy. Okay, so Muhammad says Transylvania is an animated movie. I like it. It's good. A human went into Dracula's castle. Dracula make him look like a monster, and then the human and Dracula's daughter fell in love. Aww. I wonder how Dracula would feel. That'd be so scary if your father-in-law is Dracula, like the girl you're dating, your father-in-law is Dracula. That guy could murder you any second. So M says, what are you talking about? So Lee says, yes, my grandmother was psychic and a twin. My bloodline has Native American heritage, Blackfoot Indian. Oh, that's so cool. Honestly, I think we all have that. So we all have that sense in us. But, so you can develop your intuition, your sixth sense per se, right? We all have that as humans. Don't let anybody tell you don't. Through meditation and different ways of grounding yourself, you can develop that if you put that intention in. But a lot of people have that in their bloodline, so they're born with a stronger sense of psychicness, right? For example, Lee Burry, his grandmother was a psychic and a twin, and his bloodline was Native American, which in that culture, they do practice, connecting with spirits and stuff. I want to look up Blackfoot Indian, though. I'm interested what Blackfoot Indian is. Blackfoot Indian. Let's see. A confederacy of 4 tribes. Sisika. Oh, okay. That's actually kind of cool. So it's 4 tribes that united. Where are they? Location. Let's see. Canada mostly. That is pretty cool. Todd says, hello, Vamp. Hello, Todd. Welcome back again. Welcome back again. Junie says, hi. Okay, sounds fun, Savannah. Yeah, you're awesome. Thank you. Thanks. What's this? You're 65, something like, thank you. He says, be yourself. Yes, always be yourself. I don't know. It's funny because I'm not perfect. Like, I have to remind myself to not get stuck in those traps either. Like, I have so many people in my life, oh, do this, do that, or you should do this. And sometimes I just have to distance myself. I love the people in my life, but I just need to listen to my intuition and what makes me happy and what brings me joy. Because this is my life. I'm going to live it. I'm not going to live my life for someone else, right? Live your life for yourself. Be goofy. If you want to be weird, who cares? You have this life. Make the most of it, right? Em says, but she has a boyfriend. I'm pretty sure she just moved. That's so sweet. I did not move in with him, but I do have a boyfriend. Thank you. Noah says, but early for Halloween. Ooh, Halloween. So is there being... Oh, that's a good question. What is everyone being for Halloween? I actually did in Illinois go to like a Halloween party. And I was Glenda from Wicked. I was like, can I be Glenda Vampire? But I didn't bring my, I thought I brought my fangs for the trip and I didn't. If I would have brought my fangs, I would have been Glenda the Vampire. I don't care if there's no vampire Wicked. That would have just been my character. And I rode a hayride for the first time, which is so exciting. Okay. Ash says, there is a lot of catacombs under Paris and lots of graves. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands, and say it is fat to hell. Oh, I have heard of that too. The famous catacombs. There's like skulls all over them too, right? Don't they have skulls of priests and things that you can visit? I wonder what the energy feels like that. You know, during my ghost tour, I was talking to one of the girls, and she was saying that there's another tour where they go and see like possessed dolls and things like that. And she said she booked me instead of that because she didn't want the negative energy. And I totally agree with that. Like, I wouldn't, like my ghost tour, I always start with love and light, you know? We were connecting with spirits, but only with love and light, you know? So, I wouldn't actually want to be in a room where something has dark energy either. You know? Even though my tour is spooky, but, you know, there's like a difference, I think. Asha's getting hell. Oh my god, that's scary. You know, there's a famous, I actually made a video on my first channel that I ever had. I don't know if you guys will ever find it, but I had another channel, and I made a video of the Houska Castle. Let me see if I can show you here the Houska Castle, because it was built over, it's the creepiest thing. I made this years ago. It was built over a hole that villagers hundreds and hundreds of years ago, they would say that monsters were coming out of the hole. And they would say that they built this castle because there was like demons and monsters coming out of the hole to protect everybody, to confuse those dark spirits. And they built the castle around the hole, the gate to hell. Isn't that so creepy? Let me show you what the Houska Castle looked like. Houska Castle. I'm going to turn over the camera. Ta-da! Okay, so, Houska Castle. Let me see if I can make this big. So, this is the Houska Castle. I don't want to move my camera too much. Maybe I can just move this here. Let me make this small. It says information. It's funny. I'm trying to like not put all my information out there, but I do it by accident sometimes. Okay, so the Houska Castle. So do you see how it has like a ginormous hole in the middle? So they said that there's a hole somewhere in here that led to hell because and they built this castle to confuse the spirits. And the thing about this castle is, I'll just move my camera a little bit. The thing about this castle is that it has a lot of fake doors and fake windows, and it's supposed to trap the evil spirits. And I think the Nazis took over this castle at one point. So So they said that it led to somewhere dark, which is really spooky. And this castle is in it is in Chechiska Doski, or I don't know how to say that. Czech Republic. In Czech Republic. It's in Czech Republic. Okay, so I'm back. The castle's in Czech Republic. So, yeah, that's a spooky story for you of something that maybe doesn't lead to the best thing. But they created a castle to confuse the spirits so they couldn't get out. And also they said when the Nazis took over it that they were doing some weird rituals there. This is lore. Okay, so M says by the way, I'm definitely a cat person, but I'm also a dog person. Both. I like both too. I just have 2 cats right now. I really want a golden doodle though. I don't know if I fixed the lighting when I turned it over. I guess it's fine. Ash says yes, definitely. M says we're all friends here. Yeah, we're all friends here. Sir Gon says, how are you today? I'm doing great. I had my ups and downs, but I'm doing pretty good. Juana says, I have pressed it and took me here to the chat. I am a huge cat person, but my mom don't let me keep it. I love Maine Coons. Aw, I'm sorry about that. Maybe when you grow up, because when I was a kid, my dad didn't like cats either. So when I became an adult, I got 2 cats. Oh, mi amor, es dente vampiro muy bonito. Thank you. Juana says, are you drinking espresso? I had just had it in my dream. My father handed over me. No, I'm drinking some tea. Blanca says, saluditos, amiga, que tengas lindo fin de semana y siempre te veo acá a Uruguay. Te queremos mucho. Gracias, Blanca. I definitely have that. I kind of hate it sometimes. It's overwhelming. You definitely have what? Juana says, I don't really remember that much about, but the Dracula from Transylvania was angry at first, and then after he let them marry and invited his father, the grandfather, the daughter, so they all became friends. But yeah, imagine having Dracula as your father-in-law. That's so scary. Lee says, are you a dog person too? Yes, I love doggies too. Who doesn't love doggies? Muhammad says, but the grandpa Dracula was very angry and he didn't know that he was human. Then he tried to find out about him that he is human according to I remember. Ooh. So I like to ask the deep questions. Are we our ancestors? Like, if I came from my parents and they came from their parents and so on. Oh, that's a good question. You know what's another good question? Like, that goes in the lines of that. Give me 1 second. There we go. That goes in the lines of that is, does our DNA carry memory? Because there are things like, what is that? Like survival things that instinctively as humans we know. And then some people are just better at things. And it seems like their whole lineage is really good. Let's say they have piano players, right? That kid picks up the piano like this. It's like he already knew how to do it. You get what I'm saying? Does our DNA... So in what he's asking, are we our ancestors? Does our DNA carry memories? Are there memories to unlock? You know, we do have like cases of children. We do have cases of children where they'll like start talking a language that is not the language they're being taught, or people who hit their head and they learned a whole other language, or they learned something else. It's like they unlock something in their brain, you know? Interesting. That is a deep question. Thank you, Sorgan. So if you guys have questions, let me know too. There's Maya right there. Anthony says, gorgeous smile. Thanks for, thanks. Yeah, very swag. It's funny. I see some other languages. I can't translate it on the live, but I can translate it later on, so let me know. This is a fun live stream. Yeah, if you guys like this type of live where we just talk about all the stuff. Sometimes we'll talk about a little creepy stuff like the Houska Castle, or just like you know, questioning our reality. I always try to keep it positive and loving. There's my Yita, you know. Just make sure to like and subscribe. I live all the time. So let's see. This is fun. Yes. M says, sorry, I had to leave for a minute. My mom's watching louder. Tina, that's right. I think she did. So where's everybody? I don't know what happened. When I turned the camera on to Houska Castle, when I got to the writing part, people left. I don't think they wanted to read on the writing part, which is funny. They're in it for the pictures. Now I have to notate that. Like, don't show writing, show pictures. Okay. It's nowhere here now. Hi, really long. I know, spelling it. Having okay. Instead of get it when you get married. Oh, the cat. That's funny, Mohammed. Hermosa, thank you. Aldo, yes. Blanca says, ya se viene Halloween. Te queda bien eso de los dientes. Está lindo, gatito. Ah, gracias. Esta es Maya. Em says, hola, ¿cómo estás, amigo or amiga? Look at Em speaking Spanish. Okay. So Muhammad says, bye, everybody. I have to leave. My father's out of his room now, and he's going to our village today for some work to handle. They're my uncle. I don't want to miss the early morning cup of tea. I totally get that. Have a good night, Muhammad. Oh my God. Here's Manita. Cute cat lover. Ooh, we have a cat lover. Says, hi from Pakistan. Welcome from Pakistan. Wow, that's far. What time is it over there? Oh my God, this tea is so good. M says, I scraped my knee the other day. Oh no. Is your knee okay? I was gonna say, are we knee buddies? Because my knee's healing. It's feeling a lot better though. Bye, Muhammad. Have fun. Yeah. Ooh, he's my little catty watty. Okay, so I actually have a few other topics here. One second. Oh, so have you guys heard of the third man syndrome? So the third man syndrome is like if you are in a life or death situation, sometimes somebody else will come that doesn't really exist to help you, and then they just disappear. There was actually a case of a woman, and she talks about her experience. She was with her ex-partner in the car, and the car crashed, and she had a really bad head injury. And there's a man that came to comfort her and tell her, it's okay, just put your hand on the injury, just hold it, the ambulance are gonna come here soon. And he's just comforting this girl. And when the ambulance came, and she asked, like, when she was healed, like a few days later when she woke up or whatever, she asked about that guy, and they told her, there's no guy there. You were alone when we got there. And it's like sometimes we have angels that come and show us and help us during our time of need. And that's the third man syndrome. It's like a really nice phenomena too. It says phenomena where individuals in extreme stress like soul explorers or survivors report a feeling of benevolent, unseen presence that guides, comforts them, and provides support. Okay, so let me catch up. M says, it's 10:24 in Oklahoma. What about you, for Paulina? It is 11:26 a.m. Wait, did the time change already happen? I know we're going to have a time change soon. I think it's next week if I'm not wrong. M says, it was really, really bad, and I literally it's just a tiny scratch while I was bleeding. Aw, well, hopefully you feel better. Chirac says, hello, ma'am. Hi, welcome. Yeah, I think Chirac is new here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So that's the third man syndrome. And then another one I have here is which is sweet. I feel like we all have angels watching over us and guiding us, which is really, really nice. Okay, so when you click it, it just prompts you to answer. That's interesting. So Andrew says, dude, I was thinking about getting a cat today. Crazy. Get it. This is me telling you, my cats were life-changing to me. Like, I don't know how to, like, they have brought me so much joy. And, like, I used to live alone. I lived in Arizona for a while, and I used to live alone. And at that point in my life, I was not very happy, and I didn't have a cat, and I just felt so lonely. And now I still, like, I still live by myself, right? But I'm happier in my life. But when I have my downs, it's like I'm never really alone. I have my little cats, you know? I love them so much. They're just they're look at this one. Look at the little tail of Maya. They're I don't know how to describe it, but they're family. They're family, they're love. Right now she's purring. Their purr is literally healing. They heal your cells. They help regenerate. And they're spiritual animals. They protect you spiritually too. I don't know. It's just a love in your life that it'll just bring you so much joy. So if you're debating getting a cat, I always said get one. Okay. So, and then if you're not home a lot, get two, because then they have each other. That's why I ended up with two, because I used to have a job where I was not home a lot and I felt bad for Simba. So then I got Maya, so they have each other. Now I'm home a lot, but yeah. With this current job. Okay. So, can I give you a super chat? That's so sweet. I wish you could. I'm not monetized on YouTube yet. On TikTok I am. If you ever want to support the channel, on my description, I think I have my PayPal, I think, if I'm not. Oh, Venmo. I have my Venmo if you ever want to. But that's really sweet. One day it's gonna, this one's gonna open up too, hopefully. Andrew says probably orange tomcat. Yes! Simba over here is an orange cat, and he is so wild. The orange cat theory is true. I love him with my heart, but he's wild. But he's so funny wild. Like, he's not like crazy wild. He's like funny, and he brings me a lot of joy. Ash says you're an angel. Aw, thanks. I don't know, bro James or something says, hi. Ash says my cats are my best friends. Yeah, I totally get that. They're literally like family to me. Andrew says, can you show them? Sure, I'll show you Maya because she's here. Simba's all over there, so I'm not gonna go over there. But here's Maya. Oh, isn't she so cute? Isn't she so cute? This is Mayita. She's a little baby girl, isn't she? She's my baby girl. She's my baby girl. Look, we're both matching, right, Mayita? Mayita. She's my baby girl. Okay, so, okay, nice to meet. Yeah, nice to meet you. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Em says, yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Anytime I'm like crying, my cats come for me. Yes, they do. They're literally, they know. They know if I'm sad. They're there for me. And also, they're my alarm clock. Like, if I oversleep by a little bit, Simba will scream at me. He will scream. He literally, like, go up to my face and scream. Like, you have to get up. You have to feed me. Which is so funny. He literally sits right here and screams. Which I thought was hilarious. Anyways, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the live. I might live a little bit again if I have time, but I'll see you next time. Bye!